All right, grade 10s, hopefully you're doing well today. So the first part we talked about was how to form angles using a compass. That might have been a bit difficult. So again, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. Hopefully you have the geo set. Make sure you do have a protractor. You do have a compass that looks like this. Basically, you can buy the geo set at Walmart, or again, I do have some extra sets that I can lend you from the school, but you have to let me know. I can't, I'm assuming that as you're doing these videos that you're following along as well. So the part A, again, was the compass part, building the protract, building the angles. So we split it apart, and now we're going to be talking about what a bisecting an angle means. So let's start. So bisecting an angle just simply means to divide that angle into two equal halves. For example, if you're bisecting a 40-degree angle, it would make two equal 20-degree angles. So let's see what that looks like. You would have this in your notes, but I also want to show you when we're drawing in our angles using our protractor, kind of what it looks like and how it works. So I already drew my straight line. I just kind of used the line of the protractor. But just keep in mind when you're making, where you're setting up your protractor, you're not putting it like this. You actually want to put this zero marker, this straight zero marker line on the line that you drew. So I drew my line already. Make it about 0 there. Okay. So next part now is to actually draw the angles. In this case, we're drawing a 40-degree angle here. So we're going to make a tick right there. Okay, that's about 40 degrees. Okay, so we can make our point of the line here, kind of wherever you want, but I'm going to make mine at the end here, at the edge here. I'm trying to be a little bit precise here. Okay, so about 40 degrees here. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like this line. Me don't like this line. That's how it is here. Okay, so right at the tick there, make our 40-degree angle. Now we want to bisect this. Well, we should know 40 degrees angle. We have to make a 20-degree angle. Okay, so 20 plus 20 would be 40 in this case. And let's make sure we label ours. So you should have this example ready. Angle BA, and let's say this is C. Okay, now we want to bisect this angle. Okay, so let's do the protractor again. Let's put it at the 0 marker again. Okay, we said this is about 40 degrees. Okay, but now we want a 20-degree angle. So in this case, we have a 40 here. Let's see. We have a 40 there, but we want a 20-degree angle, so we're going to make a mark here. That's about halfway in. We'll make our line. Okay, and let's make this D. Again, this is all in your notes, so this shouldn't be really coming from scratch. You don't have to copy this down. You should see the notes already. We've determined now that halfway in is 20 degrees. So this part is now 20 degrees, and this part is now 20 degrees. Okay, but if we combine it all together, it's 40 degrees. So the way it's looked is angle BAC equals 40 degrees. DA, okay, line DA, in this case, DA bisects angle BAC and angle DAC, which both equal 20 degrees. Which equals BAD2 as well. So BAD as well, which is 20 degrees as well. So BAD, angle BAD is also equal to 20 degrees. Okay, but when you combine these two, they equal up to angle BA and C. That's how you bisect angles. All right, so the next example actually gives you an angle and it's asking you to bisect, okay, angle DOC in this case. So DOC, in this case, you have to bisect it. So the first thing you really want to do here is actually determine what your angle is, okay, because it's not actually shown to you here. So again, we're going to use the vertical point here, vertice. In this case, I'm looking at angle 60 degrees. So this angle here is a 60-degree angle. What would be half of that? Well, 30 degrees in this case. So again, let's put our protractor back, okay, towards it where it belongs. In this case, 30 degrees is about here. We'll make a mark here, and then we'll bisect this angle. So basically, this part is 30 degrees, and this part is 30 degrees here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So the next part now, okay, when you're looking through your solution here, just make sure you're understanding it and it's making sense. Again, if you have any questions, you can always ask me, and we can do a few more examples. Actually, I think it gives you a couple more methods, so we're gonna move on to that. All right, so next part is how to set this up using a compass rather than just using the protractor. So given the angle, we're gonna make an arc just like we did with building compasses, or building an angle with compasses. So we have our compass here. Make sure you have one compass like this locked in with your pencil here. Try to even out the pointer with the pencil so that it's not uneven. Basically what you want to do with the pointer is put it at the vertex. We talked about this before. Okay, and this line has to intercept both lines here. Doesn't matter exactly where, but basically touches this point and it touches the other point. I screwed up. Voila. And we're gonna name these points F and E. So we're gonna put a point here. We're gonna make this F. We'll put our points for our angles. So we have D, O, C as well. Okay, so that's step one. Make your angle with your compass. Okay, next part is step two. Okay, so this next part is to set the width of your compass to more than half the distance between E and F and make the intercepting arcs from point E and F. So in this case, we got E and F here. We want to make our arc a little bit more than just half the distance. So I'm going to calibrate this just about here. So this is about just more than half the distance. I think I had my dot set there. So more than half the distance. So basically what I'm going to do with here is I'm going to move this over to my pointer. Okay, and then we're going to make a line here. So name the point where they intercept as G, and then use E and F as the center to keep the radius the same for both arcs. So we're going to make our pointer here, adjust it again, should be adjusted pretty well. Right here, we'll make our pointer here. And all we want to do is make a line here, just like in the example it gives you. So it gives you about a line here. Okay, and then a straight line. We're going to make a straight line here. Okay, and step three is simply just putting a line to bisect. Now that we know in between, relatively so, this is kind of the midpoint of the line here. That means this has got to be our 30 degrees. So when we make our line all the way through, we're just cutting it right through between the lines that we have here. So our vertex O, when we cut through, I'm gonna make our dot about here, cut through. That should be about 30 degrees, 30 and 30. So that's how you use a compass, okay, to find your angle. First of all, the angle of 60 degrees, or given an angle in this case, and finding the halfway point.